Revelations, the end is near. So yesterday there was a pDAI Spaces, or maybe it was 2 days ago by the time this video was released. There was a pDAI Spaces where they were basically comparing the whole new financial system with the age of salvation, so the revelation. So this is something that I'm personally very interested in. This is something that I talk about quite often on this channel, and I do believe that we are in the age of salvation, that we are in the time of salvation where the saviors have come to the world to save people from ourselves, really. And the way to do that is to come out of the human mind. So it's not something where there's a magic wand that somebody comes and takes you to heaven. The heaven is in your mind. And so once you eliminate the hell from your mind, then all that remains is heaven. So we have to be reborn and live as heaven now while we're alive. So with that, this is what I believe. This is what I know to be true. And this is something that I will die delivering to the world, because I believe that the method already exists in the world to achieve this. So this is what my whole life is about. And of course, in order for this to happen, the whole financial system will also change. So there'll be a new consciousness, a new financial system, and a new world. And so they were having this discussion about how there is this new financial system that is emerging in this world. So I'm just going to go through this little thread here, and there's just some things for the people who are interested in these types of things. So this might be something that you like. This might not be something that you like. It's for you to decide. If we have a look at this, Revelations, the end is near. So I'm really hoping Sir Nathan, he's going to be presenting at the pDAI conference. Sir Nathan the Dog. So innovation is ingrained just like second nature. So they went through all this idea of revelations in the pDAI spaces yesterday. And ShadowMoonMan, and I hope he's here as well as I scroll down, Godman Markets, .pls, Godman Markets, these guys have been having some incredibly interesting discussions on Twitter. So they're really deep into artificial intelligence. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I have basically been talking about Sigma GPT, and this is something that also came to me in a very revelationary kind of a moment, as a series of synchronicities that just exploded my mind open. There was a whole bunch of coincidences and synchronicities that happened throughout that week and beyond that week, which led me to believe that this was happening right before our eyes, and it's already happening. So this particular thread here, I'm going to link it in the description, and I would recommend that you just go check it out for yourself. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. I'll go through bits and pieces of it, but it's for you to start exploring these things. And the reason why I wanted to share this is because it's a mindset thing as well, which I found very interesting. So agreed, the innovation is here. The paradigm, agreed, innovation is a paradigm shift. You want to see one that may be happening in real time. If Pulsechain can prove itself worthy, our friends Godman Market, he gave you that prompt. He also gave you the AI world, a digital declaration. So I've also done a video on that. And this is something that Shadow Moon didn't know. So the link is here for the digital declaration. So 2 AIs responded, 2 times AI. Maybe the NFTs are just level 1. Could just be divine coincidence. Also, Turn Salty is very smart and on fire, so much on Pulsechain. So the reason why I've bookmarked this is I want to go through these tweets. So I'm just giving you guys the slices here so you can go dig into it. I don't want to go through all of this on stream. I want to definitely start to keep these videos very short, but I want to introduce you to the idea. And if you're interested, then the links are going to be in the description so you can have a look at this. So he knows that this is up my alley. He's tagged me in this. And basically, here's the digital universal declaration of digital sovereignty, which Godman Markets shared with me. And okay, so this is for everyone. I know I'm long-winded, but I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to encourage y'all how to focus, not scroll and dopamine deal. It's how you notice things. So open that PDF and read it. So what PDF is he talking about? He's talking about the US debt. On the US debt clock website, you'll basically, depending on how you're, just close this, it'll load like this. And so you want to scroll to the right, and in the top right, you've got secret window, and you press open, and then you download the free PDF. So this is what he's telling you to download. So I'm just introducing this to you here because this is something that I want to go over. And I thought, hey, this is definitely right down my alley. As soon as I started to look through it, I was like, it inspired me to want to do a little video on this very quickly so I can share this information with you all. So have a look at this, go through it. So open that PDF, read it. And I think that's the point. No points for just finding a clue or coincidence. You got to read the doc. It'll start to make sense and make the egg actually mean something. So the egg, he's talking about giving us an Easter egg. So earlier he said, you know what else was created on July 4th? The new money revolution PDF. So this was created on July the 4th. So this was the same day that this document, the Universal Declaration of Digital Sovereignty, was released. And so this was uploaded here on the very same day as this document was released. And I made the video on it maybe a day or two later. I can't remember now. I think it was 2 or 3 days later. And so he was saying that, I don't know, it could just be another coincidence, but there's an Easter egg on that site that will blow your mind. It's why I bring up Maria, but only if you have time and energy. There's too much going on right now. So basically, open it on a CPU, because most phones, they can't copy and paste a PDF. So then on page 2, bottom left corner, it says created by Thomas X. Highlight that Thomas X, copy that, paste it. Do you get Thomas X? No, take what you get into Grok. Ask if Sharia is a possible anagram, because Maria is always talking about Sharia law. Tell me what this is a screenshot of from 7 years ago. There is your egg, friends. What does it mean? Did you read the PDF? And so this is going back to copying and pasting here, a screenshot from, well, basically the Dysnomia. James Ellis Osborne did a presentation in FOSDEM 2018 on dysnomia, Sharia law. So this rabbit hole goes very deep, and some people, they love these rabbit holes. Some people, they don't like these rabbit holes. If you've been watching some of James's streams, you'll be seeing these kinds of names recently with the code that he's been putting out. He would also often talk about Sharia law and non-Sharia law compliance in the old Atropa chat logs. So this is definitely something that I wanted to share, because I know people love going down these rabbit holes. Me, I love to go down them too, but there's only so many rabbit holes I can go down with the amount of hours that I have in the day. So I'm sharing this with you without going down the rabbit hole myself. But if you're interested, then hey, you've got something to go down the rabbit hole on. So definitely check this out. And yeah, you let me know what you think. You let me know if you found anything. You let me know if anything here resonates with you, or if any synchronicities or coincidences have happened with you, because for me, that's the real interesting element of this. So the synchronicities are when the consciousness of the world begins aligning with this individual consciousness. That to me is what a synchronicity is. And it's this magical, mysterious, marvelous moment. But in actuality, the synchronicities is our true consciousness. That's actually our true mind. So it seems mystical and magical, but it's only because now I'm actually becoming who I'm supposed to be. And when you're in tune with the world, when you're in harmony with the world, these synchronicities is just the world becoming aligned with your mind. And as your mind becomes aligned with the world, that's when you can see the world. That's when you can see God. That's when you can see the universe, Buddha, God, Allah. And that's why these things are happening a lot now. Even in the book of Revelations, John mentioned something about, I don't know what it is word for word, but basically in the end times, the Spirit of God will wash over many people. So these ideas of synchronicities, telepathy, all of these things that are happening with this new age spirituality, which is also like very looked down upon by Christianity, but it's all just the Spirit of God washing down on people. That's what I believe. Whether you believe it or not, that's up to you. That's just what I personally believe. It's just my opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. So with that, for me, it's very interesting. For you, it might not be. If it is, please share it around, comment below. Have you had any synchronicities recently related to money? I would love to hear it. So leave a comment below. Take care.